This is it, Ben. This is Chronicles of Riddick.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Assault on Dark Athena. Hang on, we got a history lesson.
Soviet Air Force drops the A-bomb on Berlin.
Everything that's being listed
World
here
War II
happened
Europe.
and just happened.
Britain reluctantly joins the communist bloc, the last European country to do so. That's funny. Despite U.S. protests, mid-range nuclear missiles are placed in Cuba.
I said this offline, but if you have Britain as part of the communist bloc, why are you placing? You don't need Cuba?
The Soviet Union sends thousands of military advisors to Guatemala and Honduras. Should be saying
Place them in Mexico. Place them in Guatemala. It's
The
like
Mexican Communist Party celebrates disputed victory in presidential election.
I was 6 years old when this happened, and so was Ben.
Foiled assassination attempt on the U.S. president. An unnamed foreign power is implicated.
Interesting that another event is happening in 2001.
Love the world building. Yesterday, low-flying drones
2022.
from all over the USA. Government
20
dismisses the sightings as weather balloons.
It's 21 years later.
Love the unnamed. Like, that just
The song is dope.
unnamed power. This is great. It's funny that Britain would join the communist bloc, considering what we know today about Britain leaving the European Union.
Yeah. It's like this game. I'm telling you, this game has like advanced historical analysis. This game is like. The song is also weirdly
This game
dope.
with New Britain. Britain hated groups, so they joined the most groupie group.
Look at this.
Hmm.
Look at this.
Look
Look at that.
pristine. Look at this font that isn't quite. What is this?
It's pretty low
title,
res.
Title file
You see
that
the
is,
little.
that is.
Does it
yeah.
show up? There's a little artifact. Yeah. Listen, this is an old game. They re-released it last year, I think.
Did not upres any of. Oh, they upres this.
Yeah. The upres is stuff that matters. I don't want graphics. Okay, so this is.
You don't think the title matters?
No. Who cares? I usually skip that. This is Freedom Fighters. This is probably one of my favorite games ever.
Oh.
We're playing this because Chronicles of Riddick had some serious audio issues that didn't work.
Issues meaning there was no audio.
That's a huge audio issue, as it turns out. As we know very well here on No Technical Difficulties.
Yep. Some might call it a technical difficulty.
Right. So we're going to start a new game here of Freedom Fighters. I'm going to play... Normally I play against Revolutionary,
Hmm?
because I'm such a legend at this
You
game.
like to be against all odds.
But we'll do Freedom Fighter.
Oh, have you got what it takes?
I do have what it takes. I've been in this game so many times.
Oh,
Name.
name.
Alright, what do we name?
Craig McCraig.
Craig.
Craig.
It's more like, you know,
Was that Scottish? We can
Yeah.
have the H. Or
Craig.
Celtic? Craig McCraig.
Can I fit it all?
You could do Craig McGreg. Oh yeah, that works. Or Craig McGreg.
McGreg?
McGreg.
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 Perfect.
There we go.
Classic New York. You play as a New York plumber in this game.
Oh, do you play as a human plumber?
You are a human plumber.
Actually, that's funny. That book that I was mentioning earlier. Off recording.
Anyway, when I couldn't
Oh, okay,
pinpoint the
right.
exact location of my humble summer cottage in the Hamptons,
Hmm.
she dropped me right there. Cold.
Now, even though I've played this game many times, I have not seen this cutscene in many years.
Well, who cares? You know, her loss. Hey, pop the
This is a
clutch. Let's get
relatable
on.
conversation.
What's up with the work seat today, bro?
Let's see. Isabella Angelina.
Oh my God, he
condo
has
in
a
Midtown
brother.
Manhattan.
His hat
train
has an
fire,
M.
And a leaky garbage disposal.
Do we
He's
have
green.
the crappiest route every Monday morning?
Ah.
I wish for once we get a fancy condo on the east side with a view. Whoa. Isabella Angel whatever. She's that hot spokesbabe for the Warning Against Reds movement? I saw her on TV yesterday.
They've taken over an entire continent.
No idea.
This man is way too dismissive.
This is like-
Conspiracy crap like
That's funny. You're distracted by that. I'm distracted
What do you
by
mean conspiracy crap?
how slow they seem to be
Wasn't the
talking.
Soviet invasion of South
This is the best
There's-
I could do. Into this is high tech in 2003.
There's no urgency.
They have fingers. Look at that bulge in his neck.
No, man, look at these walk cycles. These
GTA 3 had only come out 2 years before this, and they had like fist hands. So this is high tech.
Okay, all right.
I'd really like to check out the plumbing on
I thought you were going to say GTA came out after this.
Hello?
Hey, brother doesn't.
He's on patrol.
Brother's hat doesn't have an L.
Anybody home?
Missed opportunity.
That would have been too on the nose. Come on. Come on.
Sister Sludge.
Sister Sludge sure needs a trained surgeon here.
Is that a Sister Sledge?
Yeah.
What?
There's one here. Freeze.
What?
Move.
You didn't see these guys on the way up?
Hey, stay cool, man. Just the plumber.
Where is your girlfriend, citizen?
Girlfriend. She's.
You're my girlfriend now.
Again, where
Oh.
is Isabella
As an Eastern European
Angelina?
man, I can tell you this is very accurate to Eastern
Look, I
Europeans.
think she's.
This is some quality game.
Isabella cannot be far from here. Bomb the place to pieces.
I want to see a lawyer, buddy.
You just let your. Okay, I mean, you know, that's reasonable.
Listen.
He had
I don't
his,
wanna
he had his plumber duties to do. Oh, okay.
I don't want to spoil it. Wow, this mouse is going crazy.
Oh my god, there's a picture of a person.
Hang on, this mouse is going nuts, so I gotta.
Oh, 12 was too much.
So it's like really slow on the menus
And really not anywhere else.
and really fast in the game. I'm gonna put it to 9 and see what happens. I'll just navigate with the keys. I'll just do that.
There's a picture of a lady on the refrigerator.
I believe this
Is that Isabella Angelina, whatever?
You know, I can't tell because her face in this game is so low res that.
Just so. It's funny.
Look at that! Look at
I
that!
mean, I know that scene's in a lot of movies with a holding
It is
front neck.
fortunate that you found me.
But-
Quickly.
This guy had a gun in his pocket and just
I
let
was
this
not
dude.
expecting a freaking check, like, quest marker. Are there quests in this game?
Yeah, I would say so.
Are there, I mean, like, okay, are there side quests?
They're not quests as such, but there are objectives you have to accomplish.
What the?
Okay, so here's one thing about this
Where
game.
did the gun
that's-
come from?
I
Did I
picked
miss
it-
something?
He killed a guy, and then
Oh, you pick up the gun
Listen.
from the
this invasion is going pretty fast.
just amount of character clipping is.
This is look. Listen, this game blew my mind when I was a kid. So
Oh,
okay.
right. Okay, I have to go back to what did you say, 2003?
Yes, we were 13 years old.
The enemy.
They don't explain. They're going to explain that the fuel barrels explode. But I've played a video game, even at this age. When this game came out, I was like, "Look, I've played a video game before."
It was funny.
You don't have to tell
I
me.
almost never shoot the red barrels.
Oh no! How did that one explode? How could I have avoided it? Oh look!
Oh, you're almost dead.
How convenient.
You're wounded. Take that medical kit.
I'm sorry if I'm going too fast, but
Oh,
it's a tutorial.
Good. You are ready for battle again.
So they're not really. It's not really a quest marker. It's just like it's marking characters, and you'll see later. Like,
oh, okay.
so this game is like a squad-based shooter, so you can recruit dudes to fight
This-
with you.
Looks like it's so.
Look at this. Look at this beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. There's a helicopter here. I think it kills you.
What?
No, maybe not. I think if you stay too
Does
long.
it kill you? Does it kill you or does it kill me?
Well, it might kill
Oh,
me.
can you go to the grocery store? Go to the grocery store.
Soldiers are sure to find us.
This'll
We
fix
must
you up.
find
That was
them.
close.
I gotta heal this guy.
One, pal.
Bagston. Bagston is the main character in this game.
So okay, I get that this was what was when this came out. Was this considered?
Get us out of this mess.
Was this considered great graphics?
Okay, what else came out in 2003?
Okay, I'll Google that.
Because
Not sponsored.
we're not sponsored by Google. I need to just tighten this up a little bit more. When I was a kid and this game came out again, I played it on the GameCube.
Call of Duty 2?
Oh, that's a great game. It came out on
Final
PC.
Fantasy 10 2?
That game looked better than this game.
Tom, let's show the
Knights of the Old Republic?
Okay, you know what?
Prince of Persia Sands of Time?
This game came out at an unfortunate time because Prince of Persia Sands of Time looked really good. You play that
Ratchet and
game?
Clank Going Commando?
You should play that game.
So the most hilarious thing to me about this game right now is that the UI looks exactly like what the UI, like almost by default, looks like when you're making a game from scratch on a like Unity or something.
Listen, they don't care about the frilly stuff, okay? They got a strong. Look at this. Look at this great
Yeah,
practical.
look at that not strafing.
Look, we'll get there.
Okay, that's a semi-strafing.
So this is another key mechanic in this game: is you open sewers to travel because you're a plumber. You have to use it to travel around New York
You
City.
gotta. What does it say? Oh, Manhattan. You're in Manhattan.
It's a video game. I'm always in Manhattan. Oh, that's one. Okay, hang on. We got some important news.
Safin? Safin?
Citizens of New York and comrades from the Soviet Armed Forces,
Mm-hmm.
welcome to our first news broadcast after today's events.
She already knew.
My name is Tatiana Kempinski, and I will be your regular news anchor from now on. We hope in time to obtain the cooperation of most of your
I didn't realize how timely this game is.
Yeah, right.
I just picked it because I love this game.
In Alaska. Meanwhile, I will make sure you get all necessary information about our efforts to restore peace and stability in your troubled country.
Ben, I don't know if you're catching this, but this is propaganda.
Soviet leaders have been
No.
It's incredibly subtle.
Of the poor American people suffering under a corrupt
What
regime.
does the N...
Today we have finally succeeded
Some of this
in
is kinda-
liberating the suppressed masses of
I
Americans
don't even know what the
from
SAFN is supposed to
and we
stand
will
for.
soon
This
restore law
So,
and
Soviet Armed Forces Network.
government.
Wow.
Or
I
news.
respect and believe that every
One
Got there.
citizen will swear allegiance to this new order. Cooperate and you will reap all the benefits of the Soviet system. All measure of resistance will be futile.
In the 1950s,
Our
one
great
of the many
leader,
ways
Comrade
Soviet
General
Union
Tatarin, will be
spread
blessing
propaganda
the nation
was
with-
talking about
So
racism in
half
the
of
United
the
States.
dedicated staff
You know
in
what? That
the
is
studio
still a
and
thing that is done
glorious
today.
Soviet
Right, but in
armed
that time it
forces.
was Brown versus Board of
Welcome New
Education was
York
before the
to
Supreme
a
Court.
better future.
Hmm.
And many people say I don't want those commies to win.
What?
I don't want the commies to have the right word about it. We're going to show them that
That's
the
funny.
propaganda is BS. I didn't know that until I very late in my life.
I just finished a book of essays by Audre Lorde called Sister Outsider.
Mhm.
Who's a black feminist lesbian. I don't know what order she would have preferred that to be in. But she talks about a trip to the Soviet Union that she goes on.
We're going to see this a lot, by the way. This
This is like our hub.
yeah, this is the hub world.
And one of the things she mentions is how unwilling to talk about the racism against the Jews there was in Russia, but totally willing to talk about it about black people
Yep.
in the U.S.
All right, here's the cool thing about this game.
Okay,
So,
maps. Oh, this is kind of cool.
For this first thing,
All of our maps will indicate
this guy, whatever he's saying, is just BS. You can pick where to go. Now, for the first like set
like
of maps,
fast travel or
it's so okay. So like you see the police station, right? So the police station has that star. That star means it's a place we can hoist a flag and like.
oh, it's like
Here,
it's
in
kind
fact,
of
I'll
like
just do
quest
this.
markers, but also what like
So what I
like
do?
towers in Ubisoft games.
No, not exactly. So what I do in one map sometimes affects what happens in another map. So I'm going to just pretend like I've never played this game
I've
and
never
go to the
played
police
this game.
station.
You should go to the police station. He was talking about it a lot.
So you go to the police
Does it
station.
change? Does it change things if you go to different places?
I'll show you. I'll give you a perfect example right
I
now.
mean, like if you'd gone to the post office first, would it have changed the police station?
You're gonna find out.
I'm gonna find out.
So look, all right. So like here we're at the police station, right? And then they're like these cops.
We're pinned down here.
Oh no, he's got
Yeah,
something.
we're heading down here.
Grab some explosives and get back to the sewers. Go to the gas station. That's where you'll need to blow the fuel tank. Just go through the sewer you came from.
So they have C4
How do you know I
here
came from a sewer?
because he's a cop, man. He's on the beat. See, so those snipers, right? It's like all right.
Okay.
I can't go to the police station because those snipers are in the way, right? But that dude, let me see the C4 still in my inventory. Okay, I'm gonna go back pick up the C4. But that dude was like, "Hey, come get this C4."
Dude, come
And
on, dang it.
OG's diner.
You were around the fucking corner. 2 corners, and the guy's like,
Listen,
go back to the sewer
he
you came
heard.
from.
Maybe he's just he's saying he's just a smack talker.
We're pinned down
I'm not gonna go through his dialogue again. But what I have to do in order to progress is go
Let's-
back to the hole I
Let's
came
go back
from.
to the sewer.
Right. Go to the other map, the post office.
Oh, who's that? Wanted sign? Wanted. Who's wanted? Is that? That's a different.
That is Isabella.
That, wait,
$10,000. That's it.
that's not really desired.
I would not risk my life for $10,000. All right, so what do we do? Ben, we go to the post office. Enter another location.
Oh.
Go to the post. See that little flame?
Yeah.
I don't know how this guy's still talking to me. We got to use a C4 we got from this map to blow up the thing in the other map.
I'm gonna guess Howard Zinn would not approve this game.
I gotta talk to you.
I think he'd be super down for it.
What does that say? Freedom!
So normally
Do now is blow the gas station.
they put this kid here so in case you don't know what to do, he'll be like, you got to blow up the thing and get some C4. I heard the police had C4, which again, maybe is too prescient. Why would the cops have C4?
I'm not like in charge or anything, but if I was the bad guys doing propaganda, I would make it illegal for people to buy white or blue spray paint,
Why?
because then they couldn't spray paint the American flag.
Well, you leave the red because of the Soviet flag.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Look at this
Yep.
high tech.
Ooh. I bet that flashing is intentional.
Yeah, it's part of the. So you see these snipers up
That's
here?
great.
These are the guys that killed me in the
That's great.
last map.
Fuck them.
Watch what's about to happen.
But hey, don't put that there. That's highly flammable.
I didn't realize until recently that having this little meter here that has a real it has a real temp engine kind of.
I don't think you're throwing it away. But you are.
And now those snipers are dead,
Whoa. They just
and this awesome song starts playing.
died in place.
This little piece of music is much like the Zelda treasure chest sound. Is the sound that happens when you do something good.
Okay, for a second it's not like the Zelda sound.
Watch out! Watch out! So now we go back to the police station.
This is actually really cool. The maps stuff.
Yeah, it gets more complicated later in the game. We'll see
It
that.
looks like it would get complicated.
There are certain portions of the game that one way I like to challenge myself is to
Yeah.
like not do the other objective and try to like capture the place, which sometimes you can do.
Oh, so is this gonna be a challenge run?
No, absolutely not.
No. Okay.
Thanks, friend.
See,
Nice to get rid of the snipers. Listen, if you're going to infiltrate the police station, I recommend you use the subway tunnel.
so if this was a challenge run, I try to go here, which I have done in the past. But we'll do just for the kids, We'll do the
Oh yeah, for the kids. This is definitely some kid-friendly content.
yeah. Oh, you're really close.
These guys need to chill. Don't you love it how in video games, maybe not this one, you can somehow kill a person by shooting their foot that's sticking out?
Yep.
Could you imagine if that was a thing in real life?
These guys are also very bullet spongy, so not only do you shoot their foot to kill them, but you shoot it like 50 times. So another unusual thing about this game, I think probably because they had the, like I mentioned before, it's a squad-based thing, which I'll get my squad in a minute.
Oh, Squad.
Yeah, I just have to rescue. I have to just do a couple
It's a great
objectives.
song by Nadia Rose. Squad.
What was it? These guys are sneaking up. Sorry.
Freedom!
I thought these dudes were going to get the jump on me, but they're being a little squirrely. This game has automatic reloading, which I thought was weird.
Oh,
Played it. Guns just reload. Where did they go?
what do you mean?
Like,
Did they spawn? Did you?
what?
You just found the glitch.
Speedrun strats.
I mean,
all right,
we
so
just-
now I got to jump into this. You're just here? You didn't help? What? How did you?
He just walked across the fucking street.
All right. I'm not gonna talk to him because he's upset me.
Does this game have a roll?
I don't know.
Can you roll? Can you roll?
Oh, I thought you meant like a roll, like ROLE, like
Yeah,
in,
ROLL.
in the world. No, I have this funny little crouch though, with his square butt, which again is something else that stuck with
I
me.
guess that makes this game not a Souls-like.
No, unlike our last game.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
remember the one thing that makes
do.
the game a Souls-like is the ability to roll.
Well, and then the different kinds of rolls of the fat and non-fat varieties. All right, so you can just be precise if you want. You notice the shooting is all over the place. The guns
Yeah.
are incredibly inaccurate. It's another hallmark of this game.
Okay, so I'm forced to ask. I know you said it, and I'm starting to feel a certain way. Where does this rank in your favorite games of all time?
This? Oh, this is in the top 5.
This is top 5.
Yeah, I love this game. I think this game is like has a lot of weird, cool stuff. It's made by IO, who made the Hitman games. Those guys have since gone on to do a lot of
What is it
cool-
about this game that is so amazing?
The squad mechanics work, which again we'll see in a bit. It's getting a little choppy. Okay, sorry.
So we haven't hit the this is what the game is about yet.
Yeah, we're just in the intro stuff right now.
These enemies are kind of, well, except for the ones that deloaded, are kind of smart.
Yes, they definitely are.
They definitely don't like getting shot, and will let you know about it.
They can also take a lot of shots. I think this is the right direction. Oops.
What do you think is better in terms of a difficulty setting in the game, where harder doesn't mean they take more damage, but instead they just do more damage? Or, I'm stumbling.
You mean like?
Do you think making when it gets harder, do you think enemies should just get more health, or do you? Think,
I hate that. I
or
think
do you
that
think
sucks.
that you should just have less, or you have less and they do more damage?
I like the. I mean, okay, like Devil May Cry is the best example of this, right? Where they have like, there's a one-hit kill mode. There's like, yeah, your standard like more health, more damage.
The heaven and hell mode.
Yeah, right. I like a game that just does weird. I mean, I know how hard. I understand it's like hard to make difficulty modes like weird.
Yeah.
In general, I think I'm okay with if a game has cover or dodge mechanic. Like this game, for instance, I usually play on the hardest difficulty, and it doesn't have cover mechanics, but the game lends itself to cover. And when you get your squad, you can kind of like. I'm quite shooting. You can take cover. You can use tactics to kind of avoid damage. So I don't mind having like enemies that deal a lot of damage. And I think them having more health is a drag because you just end up doing that
Jeez.
for like 10 times.
Oh, I just realized that's the auto reloading.
Yeah. You don't press anything to reload the guns. All right.
This looks very. This reminds me so much of Max Payne.
Oh yeah, it was around that time, and Max Payne was like.
Yeah, same. Max Payne 2 came out this same year.
I mean, it doesn't have a lot of the complexity in terms of the shooting.
What are we talking about? This is really complex.
So I'm doing a bad job because this game is really about conserving your health.
Your
packs
character's
to
a
use on
plumber,
your duties.
right?
Yep. He was a plumber not 10 minutes ago.
Okay. Okay.
Look at this.
Does he have like a history in the military?
It's never established.
Oh,
Do I have any headcanon on it? Absolutely not. Because
you don't even
that's
have a headcanon.
that's not what this game is about.
Oh, it's about squads.
This game is about. This game is about saving the United States of America.
For a second, I thought you were going to say humanity.
No.
I don't think it's that dire.
If they made a sequel, I would have some suggestions.
Jack 2
including,
also came out this year.
That's a great
So
video.
did SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. That's a fun game.
People like that game. I've never played it. I know they remade
Oh,
it.
I love that game. I actually have that game, technically.
If you say Google Stadia, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I have the remake on Google Stadia.
So I don't know if we've established this when we played Tunic.
Yeah, we
Ben, big Stadia supporter, massive, believes Stadia is the future. Where is?
I would argue that everyone else agrees too. It's Google.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's sort of hard to get excited about the
But
Stadia.
PlayStation did it. Technically, PlayStation did it before Google did, and they had a rough time with the PlayStation Now.
Yeah,
It's just Stadia. Shots fired.
they're having a rough time with their extra PS Plus stuff now too. I feel like people aren't like losing their minds over it.
I don't really get what people are wanting.
Metal Gear Solid,
Huh?
Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah.
That's all I want. I say as I.
Ooh,
You think she's tied
this
up?
is Chloe?
Isabella.
No, it's Chloe. I know her. Chloe cut her hair. Okay. So it's definitely Isabella because Chloe wouldn't have her hair that short.
So there's another animation
She
you
doesn't
can see a lot of.
sound like Claudia Black. What the?
And
Oh.
now we've defeated the Russians.
No.
And I get my little scorecard at the end, and the world is saved.
Whoa. Chris. Freedom Fighter. Who's Freedom Fighter?
So that those stats will pop up when you have your squad with you.
Oh.
So we're gonna go back here now. And again, now that we've saved Isabella,
Follow me, Chris. I'll take you to the safe house.
Follow me, Chris. I'll take
we're
you to the state house.
unlocking a whole. So I didn't do this, but if I had gone back to this part of the map and talked to this guy right here, he'd be like, "No way you're getting in here without Isabella."
Oh.
But now,
Isabella!
Isabella!
Yes, and I owe it all to this man.
Oh, yeah.
You must be Chris. Come on in.
how do you know my
How
name?
How do you know who he is?
You must be the famous Chris. 10 minutes ago, your brother Luigi. This is bad. I shouldn't be doing an accent. That's an impression of my dad for those people who are going to get mad at me for it.
This is only a temporary base. We're using it as a staging place for this mission.
So,
For our next move.
someone just wrote the word freedom,
They're just tagging the word freedom everywhere in whatever font they can.
but not the word fighters. So I guess they expect their freedom to be given to them. Until I show up and rock the boat.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read some other games that came out this year just because I got
Here we
that.
have an overview of the
Manhunt.
compound. You can see them.
Tony Hawk's Underground,
That's
They're
me.
using this post
Return of the King.
That's a great video game.
Legacy of Kain, Defiance,
I've never played that game, but
Need
people
for
love those
Speed
games.
Underground,
If we recaptured this area,
True Crime, Streets of
you
LA,
won't be alone.
Fatal Frame 2.
Hurt yourself by rescuing
Did I say Silent Hill 3 already?
No,
I believe in you.
that's a bad Silent Hill game.
Best game ever, Devil May Cry 2. Followed by second best game ever, Enter the Matrix.
I'll let you lead two of my best men.
That's controversial, Benjamin.
Which one?
The Enter the Matrix.
Sonic 4.
These guys will follow you.
Which did I read two more? SSX 3 and Beautiful Joe.
SSX3 is a great video game, and so is
Actually, oh
Beautiful
my god,
Joe.
Beyond Good and Evil and NBA Street 2. Wow,
That's a, you know what? Those games are all probably better than Freedom Fighters.
this is great. Oh, Freedom Fighter shows up on this list.
Remember, you are the leader. You can issue your men commands.
So now, okay, so now I have
Okay.
dudes. So
what
now
are we even doing now? I don't really feel like we got like a.
I just look defeat the Russians. So now we're in the tutorial portion
Take this.
We're now in the tutorial portion.
of the squad part.
Oh, okay.
So I have these two.
Jeez.
I have these two dudes. He's gonna be saying that a lot.
It's so freaking aggressive.
He's gonna be saying that a lot.
Vantage point.
So the game has a lot of maps that are set up like this, right? Where you have your guys,
From here you can command.
and you have like an overlook kind of place, and then you can command them to do
This
stuff.
is very
So,
interesting.
and you do that just by doing this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this position. And really, what your job is, especially in the higher,
This is why you like this game because
Yeah,
it's
yes,
time. It's like a almost what's a live tactics.
this is a strategy game. Yeah. So really, what on the higher difficulties, what your job is not necessarily to kill dudes. It's more to like that score sheet that had all
Uh-huh.
my kills on it. That should be close to 0 for your character.
Your score sheet. Where?
Where when I finish the last level and it says
Oh,
like
okay.
how many shots it
Yeah,
Chris
yeah,
made.
yeah.
Because really, your job is just to support your guys. Because they'll get shot, they'll die. You can revive them indefinitely.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, do they have health?
They do have health.
Are those what those?
Your men will fight every
Well,
enemy in
how
the
do they-
direction you're pointing them.
How do you know when you're taking damage?
I mean, there is. Well, he's dead, so there you go.
Oh. Okay.
Defend here.
Defend here.
Yeah, he has a very stilted way of. I think they just recorded a bunch of disjointed voice lines and then pieced them together. That's the vibe I get.
It's like, I mean, it's a pretty accurate sounding vibe. Wow,
Gonna be fine.
you guys suck.
He's back.
I'm alive. Thank you.
I'm not doing a great job.
Oh,
I'm supposed to be up there in the perch.
okay, dude. Russian guys. I mean, Soviet guys. Just chill.
Pinpointing the exact location of your freedom fighters can be very useful for advanced strategy.
I love how you heal them just by touching them.
Yep. Well, he's giving him a health pack. It's just, you know,
Oh, okay.
Abort, all of you.
Remember,
because I have
Abort!
these little orange in the upper right.
no,
Those are
sometimes
health
it's
kits.
important to know when to fall back.
So, do they just...
Destroy that obstacle. Everybody.
This is the tutorial, so do they just drop random Soviets that they capture every year or something like that to be used for training?
For this thing, oh, well, there was actually lore to it. They're holding the post office, as you can
Oh, it's
see
the post office!
by the flag and the U.S. Post Office in Manhattan, the one post office in Manhattan.
Yeah, definitely not one of the post offices. The
Yeah.
one post office.
This is the post office. So it's another high level strategy that I'm doing is blowing up the vehicles because
You know what's
shitload of damage.
gonna sound really stupid?
Speedrun strats. What?
It wasn't until learning to write screenplays that what my professor really instilled on us the importance of the difference between the words the and and. I mean the and a.
Elaborate.
Like how when you say, I don't know, a post office, you are saying that there is more than one.
Your ground. Everybody.
You're suggesting that there are more.
hmm
When you say the, you're saying this is the one and only
This'll help the pain.
of this type, and that is a really important distinction to make.
I'm already back.
Because most people learn in school that they're semi-interchangeable.
Yeah, well, I can see it, especially when you're writing a piece of fiction.
This area.
Let's say of a science fiction persuasion, and you go, "This is the post office." You're like, "Well, the society's clearly screwed because they have one post office."
Yeah,
Or whatever.
Fall back.
yeah. Just as a crazy example. This is. So how many squad people do you get total?
So
Two?
you see that if you see that bar, that yellow bar in the upper left.
Uh-huh.
So when I do things in the game like finish missions, or if I gave a guy like a random civilian a health pack,
Uh-huh.
I get karma.
Oh,
Karma,
karma.
charisma. I think it's charisma.
Okay.
And the more charisma I get, the more the bar goes up, and I can have a maximum of, I think it's 8 dudes
Interesting.
or 10 dudes.
It could be karma or charisma. As far as video games are concerned, they are the same thing,
Right.
which makes no sense.
Another high level strat for those of you watching for the strats.
Yeah.
Always use a health pack when you're near health packs.
Oh, the strat was standing on top of the health packs, healing and picking
high
it up.
level strategy.
Help!
So another high level strat. Always send your dudes ahead of,
And report. All of you.
Always send your dudes into the fray.
because you can die, but they kind of are immortal. Okay, so I'm just gonna.
What did they do to gain immortality?
Pull out. Everybody.
Oh wow, that's a lot of whatever that stat is called. Charisma. Ooh.
All right.
Flashing lights, also intentional.
Oh yeah, all the graphic stuff is all.
Okay.
What's happened?
Scout that area. All of you.
All right,
What?
go. Just
These NPCs need to teach you the teleportation power.
That's what you get that in the last level.
Oh,
It's all good. Don't even worry about it.
Guy.
He's back. He's back.
guy.
Okay, I think that's everybody. And here we
Yeah,
go.
Oh. Do-do-do-do.
This is
Oh.
how you defeat. This is how you defeat the Soviet Union, everyone. So you
Well,
see,
you have the. Okay, they killed 24 people. So you had to heal them twice each. I mean, 3 times each, basically.
yeah, give or take. It's worth it. They have a time completed for both of them. Like you're controlling them. There we go. Hang on. I need the news.
Oh man, what was her name again?
We're gonna find out.
Tatiana
This is Tatiana
Kampinski.
Kampinski at SAFN Studios in New York.
Hmm.
In today's headlines, a downtown precinct was attacked by rebels earlier today. The attackers freed several rebel detainees. There are reports
Wait, that's where I
of
was.
casualties.
No.
They're talking about me.
Witnesses
Could've been anywhere.
confirm that the raid was
Grease.
carried out by a small group of armed rebels.
There's other
Led by
NYPD
an
places, I'm
individual
assuming.
authorities believe
No, that's
to
the
be
police station.
leader of the resistance. Isabella Angelini, seen in these pictures, is an important member of the underground resistance movement. And the operation...
I like how they're talking about her, but who's in the middle of this shot? Who's that cool cop?
I like how you're clearly shooting at the person taking the picture.
Who took these pictures? I killed everybody.
interviewed our leader, General Tatarin, on the situation.
You should read some of these.
Yeah, I keep on wanting to, but
Yeah. Radioactive fallout in Montana, huh?
Not be tolerated, and such attacks only increase tension here. However, I assure you that this was an isolated event. And
I just remembered a lore thing.
Stability.
Because I remember the story of this game.
General Tatarin earlier today. On the phone now from Governor's Island is Comrade Colonel Bulba, head of KGB.
Comrade Kandinsky, these people are not rebels from proletariat.
This game just has it all, man.
Freedom Phantom is vigilante.
Whatever you think a cartoon Russian is, a Soviet person,
Few and will be
this is it.
executed when caught. After a trial, of course.
And on this reassuring note, let's look at the forecast.
use of any combination of red, white, and blue is illegal.
On weather from tomorrow, Comrade Ilya.
You're really on this whole flag thing.
Like they wrote it on the bottom.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
See, I don't follow the news. I don't read the news, man.
yeah, it was one of the,
don't read the
one of
news.
the headlines.
So now you can get, as you expand and you beat
Ooh.
missions, if you notice, this pile of stuff got bigger, and they have a little covering now.
Ah,
So,
sweet.
and then there's
Oh,
like
those
these,
people.
there's more tents. So this will expand as the game goes on.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a cool little thing.
this place seems really random.
This is like they're like growing little plants.
This seems really random.
So when as a kid, I loved it. I love games with like a little hub that you can
That's cool.
explore.
It's like we're gonna become mole people.
Exactly. And then see, and now it's like I think it's the seasons change.
Huh?
So as the seasons change, your character gets
Months, the Soviets
more.
have been pouring soldiers and equipment into the city.
So now we have
We
3.
have to plan every move very
This mission is
carefully.
called In a New York
People
Minute.
need to see the
Okay, I get it.
Well, now, take control of the
Okay.
old hotel. The Soviets have established a base of operations.
I
inside.
get
I've seen
it.
Soviet soldiers storing ammunition in an abandoned diner. You can stock up on explosives here. There's
Right. So stock up on explosives. Why would I need that? Oh look, I can blow up that bridge.
Soviet reinforcements
Wow.
in this section are
And those are ladders.
Oh look, I can blow up that helipad.
This is where the Soviets store their
But we don't want to blow anything up, right? We want to protect the city.
Take
Well,
control of the old
There,
hotel.
it's the Soviets put it there before, so they destroyed New York.
We have seen Soviet
Also, there's little hints here. I never
abandoned
looked at these.
diner. You can
Did you even
stock
know these were here?
Yeah.
Are you
All right.
sure?
We're gonna go to the hotel. We're gonna get bombs.
Getting the bombs from the hotel. It'd be funny if we
Look at
saw the
this.
word.
Look at this start. It just starts out. You're in the middle of a battle.
We're rolling. Let's move. Move out. I'm your man, sir.
So another thing to look out for is you can recruit dudes with different guns.
Oh.
So sometimes that's important. Oops.
Oh,
Sorry.
so you wouldn't have had any crew if you just not talk to them?
Yeah. I mean, I could solo this game, which I've also done, and it's very hard.
Wow.
Listen, I don't know if it's. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Still alive.
Guy, get up.
Defend this area.
Get up. Get up. Get up.
Good night, guys. Go out there.
These other dudes are just way too chill.
Oh yeah, these guys are back. Yeah, I'm not really. You know, he's just barely far enough away where he doesn't have to participate.
Come on, guy.
But I just love I mean, when this game came out and I was playing it, I never played a game like this where you just start out, you're like in the middle of a battle. It's easy to control. It's easy to exercise
It's easy to exercise.
tactics.
No. It's easy to exercise Soviets.
That too.
Defend here. Yes, sir. Defend.
Of course, everyone, what I mean is help them get a workout.
Wipe them
Come on,
out.
dude, just take it. So I'm gonna try to play this game as it's meant to be played, and kill like less than 5 dudes.
Go. Moving out.
They're like, oh no, like what?
This game feels like it should have a jump button.
It does.
It does? Oh my god, you hadn't used it. I was...
That was bunny
Oh
hopping.
yeah, you used it at the very beginning, that's right.
So I could potentially go down that street and get
Oh
into a
my
really
God.
big firefight. But
Oh, whoa.
Eliminate them.
why do that when you can just Deus Ex it? See, we are playing Deus Ex. And go through this secret pathway.
Whoa.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go. Why are these soldiers following a plumber?
because he demonstrated his ability to.
I guess, I mean, not that.
So I missed the deep lore part where you rescue Isabella and they're like, or before you rescue Isabella, where they're like, you suck, no one trusts you. Only
Oh, they don't like Isabella?
No, they like Isabella. They don't like you until you rescue her.
I'm gonna look up who this dude is.
Chris?
No, Craig.
I'm sorry, Craig McCraig.
Yeah, Craig
Cough.
Craig. Jeez, for a second I forgot what the game was called. Freedom Fighters.
How could you forget about Freedom, Ben? Okay, the assault rifle's a good
Freedom
one.
Fighters.
You see this guy right here? Got some charisma.
Oh, it's Charisma.
Thanks, Doc.
Dang.
There are lots of Ruskies around. Better steer clear of
I don't know you can say Ruski anymore.
Recon and report. Team, give me a report. Everybody,
Get in the.
I don't know, it was great to say that when the game came out.
Yeah. Well, they're going for like a vibe, you know, whatever. So this part, I remember this part now.
regroup. Come on.
Okay, what's going on now?
So she mentioned in the briefing, if you remember, that they have a diner stocked with ammunition, which is this diner right here.
Uh-huh.
So dudes are going to be coming up.
Stand your ground.
So I have to protect myself. So these guys, the smart thing to do is have them watch my back while I blow up the diner.
Your brother's name is Tony.
That's disappointing.
Chris and... sorry, not Tony. Troy. Chris and Troy Stone.
That's incredibly basic.
They travel to meet their next client, an activist named Isabella Angelina.
So, okay, here's another thing, right? You see this car?
Yeah.
So this is like, if I blow up the bridge, this thing stops dropping off reinforcements. Another cool little thing in this.
Oh! Is the car undestroyable?
Yeah, the car itself, I can't blow it up. But... Hey, look, this is this kid. Hey, man.
Oh, it's the graffiti kid.
He's gonna give me more tips. He's gonna say, you know, he's...
Who are those two dudes right there?
So those are two, I can recruit them.
They look like...
They're Soviet soldiers.
They're Soviet soldiers.
Yep, but they help you out because you rescue them.
There's some serious dynamite in the diner. You look like you could use some.
Detect and report. Move.
Why does this kid know so much?
This'll fix you up.
Plot twist, he's a Soviet. It's a funny like 2003 style mechanic where they're like, we need a character.
To tell you what to do.
Like, what if the gamer doesn't know, the player doesn't know where to go? You gotta have this cool kid who knows the streets be like, hey.
It was before people were like, what if we just give people a phone?
Right, yeah, exactly.
I think the first game where I really noticed that, where that seemed like a real thing to me, was Borderlands 1.
The like
The audio
communicator
log,
or whatever.
Yeah, people were just calling in like that all the time. I guess it didn't Bioshock.
Yeah.
First time it seemed really like they just did it because they couldn't think of another way to do it.
I definitely have mixed feelings on the audio log.
Yeah.
Sewer?
Same.
Or do I have to go to the other sewer?
I think the thing I like about audio logs is they seem so... Like, it seems like it is a thing being done to you, not a thing you are doing. And I think you're, like, engaging with, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and games don't even...
Like, why the fuck does the bad guy have my phone number?
Some games don't even let you play them unless you're like older games. You can like let them roll while you're like...
Who the hell's shooting you?
Let's go.
That gate was freaking closed. Oh, it came from...
Not the Soviets.
In Soviet
Shoot,
Russia,
shoot,
the
shoot.
gate opens for you.
Everybody, take you down the enemy. Here. Take your life.
You were saying in older games.
I don't know where else.
You were saying audio logs.
Oh, they don't even let you, like, I think Bioshock had this problem where I, like, want to play it while I'm just, like, doing other stuff, and if I'm not standing in front of it, it will
Yeah.
just stop playing the audio log, so I inevitably just don't listen to the audio logs. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I tap one button and it won't open.
Fucking noob.
Thanks. Get us back to the sewers, quick.
Reds will be crawling all over the place.
I think I saw there's one across the street. Oops.
What the fuck?
Because I rescued them.
That's hilarious. I just saw a thing.
Go.
Alright, okay, so I should only go to here. Your character gets a hilarious nickname. Do you know what your character's nickname is going to be?
I feel like I should because I've been talking up how much I played this game, but I don't remember.
Yeah, but you know the gameplay, not the story, right?
Well, yeah, nobody.
The story,
Nobody loves
the
the
story,
story.
the story doesn't speak to you.
I mean, on a very basic level.
Yeah, okay, it literally speaks to you. There's dialogue.
I would not like being invaded.
Yes.
Eliminate target, get moving.
It's a very universal feeling, I think.
Back here.
Well, you would think.
I don't want to use my sniper rifle, but I think I have to. Alright,
Wow,
never
look at
mind.
that, you didn't need to do it.
See? Your squad does so much work for you.
Enemy fire.
Okay.
See that
sounds
thing?
like a
That's
helicopter.
bad. That's bad. We gotta go. let's leave. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run across.
You gonna run across?
Let's do it.
But there's a helicopter.
I'm not afraid.
Fall back. Go, go, go. Regroup. You heard me.
Good thing these prisoners you just rescued seem invincible.
Defend this area. Do it.
Defend this area. Do it.
Oh man, I don't want to give up the cool gun.
I haven't watched it yet, but there was a thing. I think it was for the first time in 30 years, some of the original voice actors for Resident Evil, actually play Resident Evil and see their voice acting.
Like Resident Evil 1.
Yeah.
Weren't they all just like
They were just
programmers?
They were just saying the words. Yeah.
I think Silent Hill 1 is like that too a little bit. Oh, this guy's a cool guy.
You pick up the gun. Okay. Oh.
Well, I can't remember if you take a gun back to the base, if they give you ammunition for it.
Let's go. Let's go. Take them out. Everybody.
Submachine gun.
We've got
Looks awfully big for a submachine gun. This is some great music.
Yes, per kid,
It
man.
doesn't really fit with what's going on, but
So
you know what
see,
the
I-
song needs? The song needs a layer of Eurobeat over it.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Please don't die, don't die, don't die. And there it is.
Woo!
We did it without destroying the helicopter and without destroying the reinforcements.
Was that a goal?
Yes.
Wow, your dude's killed 56 people and you killed only 14. You are not pulling your weight.
Notepad next. That's his game, man. He's just going around kicking butt.
No, man, you're still pulling your weight.
I'm being tactically savvy. I think she has a shotgun. One of these people has a shotgun.
Come with me.
Right, let's go.
This is one of 5 pieces of music that's played constantly in this game. Oh, and now I can get 3 people.
Oh.
And look, it's this kid again.
Seems like the best way to down those choppers is take out their landing.
I know that.
You can get there through one of those old buildings over there.
Okay, but why do you know all this?
Why isn't he doing something about it?
Please, what?
I don't remember if he dies at the end.
They
Spoilers.
kill the kid?
I think maybe if he does something heroic, I don't remember.
You can't kill the kid?
Do it.
I'm on it, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna try to beat this level without shooting anyone.
Okay, so what's better? This, Gears of War, or Half-Life 2?
This is a very challenging question for me. Gears of War 1?
Yeah.
Gears of War 1, not that it's a squad-based shooter, but it has that thing of like
Check our perimeter.
people or you're fighting with a bunch of people,
Uh-huh.
which I like. I don't know. I don't know. I recognize this game is super janky, but there's
Yeah.
something about it that I always like. You know, just this like setting up dudes and then letting them like.
There's something just inherently, like, what do you call it? That gives you like a feedback loop of, I can't think of the right word.
Well, it's
Isn't it
satisfying.
satisfying?
Yeah, it's satisfying to have like these three people just like raining fire. Like whatever. I found the spot. I have a good position, and then I get to just watch these limp, weird Russian dudes just die. It's a bad way of putting it, but
There's a level in Call of Duty World at War where you can get a trophy for beating it on veteran mode without firing your gun.
that's cool.
And so I tried doing that. I think I did it. And you just sort of let your squad kill all the people and try to perfectly time throwing grenades to kill the rest. Yeah, it was kind of just satisfying to get your people to go in the right place and do the thing.
Defend here.
But you couldn't control where they're going. Sadly.
So you just kind of have to like blow a path for them, basically.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you imagine that, but you could tell you guys where to go, like what I just did
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. That seems way more
I
fun.
got a little kill zone here, and then I can do this. And then we're gonna have no more helicopters.
It's a good thing that kid over there is actually leading this whole revolution.
I don't think they ever do. I wish they did something like that with him, but I'm pretty sure at some point you're just like, you understand the mechanics. So
Yeah.
the kid is gone.
It's not like Starship Troopers where they're just like, oh yes, Neil Patrick Harris was actually the leader of the whole thing.
Right. They just let him go. It strikes me as a late addition to this game.
Find the Reds. Everybody.
Find the Reds. Like the red paints.
Stand your ground. Defend
You know, I'm gonna keep on going with it. This game would be so improved. I just know already if it was actually about finding paint.
Would it be?
So that people can paint the American flag everywhere.
That's
That's just the whole game. You're trying to support. You're going through all
supporting
this
young
stuff.
artists.
Yeah, you're going through all of this to support American propaganda.
Do it. Lead the way.
You're literally fighting the propaganda machine with more propaganda.
See, that's if this was an indie game that came out in 2022, it would be something
Yeah.
funky like that. But sometimes you just need a good old-fashioned shooting gallery.
I mean, I could still be out shooting, but all the missions would be to secure paint factories or something.
Squad.
You got it.
Go, go, go. Fall it in. Stand your ground. Eliminate target. All right.
Oh,
It's all good. It's all good. He can take like 20 explosions to his head.
But that was an explosion. It jumped.
Look at that. You need to get on the turret, dude. Get on the turret.
Can you go? Oh yeah, you don't want to fire any bullets.
You can order your guy to get on the turret. Which normally happens when you do this. Okay, we don't really need to do that anymore.
Freedom fighters.
Get moving. Yes, sir.
And All these little nooks and crannies. I don't know if these are hard to find because I've just played this game too many freaking times. I don't know where all the shortcuts are.
Hmm.
But I also like this, where like, yeah, you can fight through the battle. I mean, again, this is probably basic like, what do you call them? Games like Deus Ex, immersive sims, basic like immersive sim design, where
Oh yeah, the side things.
side paths. But this, I mean, I played Deus Ex, but to me it was confusing. But this game, being sort of a simplified version of it, made it way more satisfying for me as a 13-year-old.
I can see that.
And I played a lot of games when I was 9 that I probably should not have played. Not from like a maturity standpoint, but from like a, this is lost on me. I played Grim Fandango when I was 8, and it's like, I don't know what this is, I don't care. But I read somewhere or heard somewhere that it was a good game, so I went for it.
You're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be fine.
I like that he delivers it in this like tone, like, you're gonna be fine. Dude, the Russians have invaded, he's not gonna be fine.
Let's take them out. Go, go, go.
Your resistance, boys.
Abort, team.
What is this dude saying?
Who cares?
I mean, I care.
Oh, he's telling you to blow up the tracks to stop reinforcements from coming. But we don't need that. We don't need his help.
I'll be right here.
Defend this area. Defend here.
Defend this area. Defend here.
See that truck. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this the hard way.
That health pack is just, every time you pull it out, like I think like I feel like it's, I don't know, it's way too small, but like a grenade launcher box. Like it's just a suitcase with a giant gun in it.
Look at this. Look at this. They cleaned the place out.
Go scout. Scout ahead. Watch for Soviets. This should help.
Stand your ground. Defend.
She's down. She needs backup. He needs backup.
Does he want to follow you? Wait, I think he wants to follow
He
you.
does.
Defend. Defend this area. Whatever you say.
You should just jump off the top, see if you can fall down.
Oh, I will definitely die.
Here, take this.
And there's nothing I hate more than repeating a part of a level that I already did.
Oh, so you're gonna do a no death
Back here.
one?
Move. Move.
Well, I already died once, so it's.
You're gonna do a- yeah, so
I got
you're gonna-
blown away that one time, so
You're gonna do a from now on no death run?
I could probably swing that.
Defend here.
Alright, alright.
Ground.
Can't promise no deaths for my dudes, though.
Well, I mean, yeah,
For
they
my freedom fighters.
frequently died.
Another thing I wish I could do, I wish I could order them to
Do specific
blow
things.
up that car. Yeah, which I guess is it's a concession for having really simple squad mechanics.
Remember all those games that were coming out that were gonna be like, we'll have squad mechanics and you can use whatever, the Kinect or like
hand
iToy
signals,
or
yeah.
PS Camera to tell your squad members what to do or whatever. And nobody ever used this because
I think Mass Effect 3 had some Kinect. Didn't it have some Kinect thing?
I think so. Like, yeah, you can tell your people to go here or here.
Pull out, all of you. Defend this. Eliminate everybody.
I'm always just of the, I have no idea if it's going to understand what I'm saying. Like it's been coded for my dialect, I guess.
Regroup. Get moving. Falling in.
Early Kinect definitely was like a.
Hit them.
If you don't say it like this, you are. We don't know what's happening. Is Kinect still part of the X? I don't even know. As someone who owns an Xbox Series S, I don't even know if it's still part of the
Yeah, I mean, I still sell them to Connect 2.
Ah, shit. Alright, well, we're in trouble.
When are you still part of it? You own the Series S?
I do. It's the only one I could find during
The one that apparently everyone's trying to get
Okay,
them to stop selling?
we need to make a choice now.
A.
I made the choice.
Choice A. Was it A or was it B that you
A
wanted?
was go back and find some dudes. B was just throw grenades instead of bullets, which I guess technically fits into that loophole. I'm just gonna throw a grenade at you, dude, and then you're gonna regret everything. Alright.
That guy's doing a really good job of not getting hit.
What do I care more about? No deaths or no bullets?
Hey, you have too much armor, guy.
See? I could have gone back and made this part way easier, but we're not gonna do that. Because we believe in freedom.
So do you think...
I ran out of ammo.
So that wasn't the death?
No, the sad music has nothing to do with the death. And we're gonna continue from this non-death place
Yeah.
next time
Ooh. Ooh.
on No Tech.
On what?
No Tech.
On No Tech. No Tech. That's because we don't know any of the speedrunner strats.
That's true. We'll find out.